Welcome to the Pushing the Cushion podcast with Slim Pushins and Corby Sherb. For all your local and national sprint car updates, news, opinions, driver and team interviews, and behind-the-scenes insights and stories, I promise you've never heard. These two have no idea what they're doing or why they're doing it, so give it a try. If for no other reason, you'll be able to make fun of them for it. And now, from the Rutherford Team Studio, please welcome Corby and Slim.
Ryder said y'all are late. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another horrible idea. Pushing the Cushion Garage Beers number 3, I think. I am the legendary Slim Pushins. As always, my co-host, guy who knows exactly how many steps to every single porta potty at every single racetrack he's ever been to, Corby Sherb.
Hi, everyone. How are y'all? Can't
And
ever forget about the good old Uncle Jim. Get ready for it. We got a big weekend coming up, Jimmy. This is a big deal, you know. Actually, it was the Mike Melton originally. We won it 2 years ago, the inaugural. Super happy with that. Now it's your shot to go out there, and it pays more money. Now I think with lap money, I don't know. It was like 24 something that I brought home that night. It's paying $5,000 just to win the feature this year.
I know
plus
Jim and I
lap
didn't
money.
see any of that money.
It's all right. That's all right. Before we get to the
Anything?
goings on, we have some news.
Breaking?
Yeah, hang on. I thought we had news. Hang on.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Try this on for size, huh? We've got ourselves a sponsor!
That's right. The podcast has a sponsor now. So our buddy Big Country, whose actual name is Kyle Buffington, which I had to put in my phone. He is a buddy of ours from Chili Bowl. He's from Minnesota. He is managing a project for Industrial Energy Solutions. He called me about it last week. They are going to be based out of Alvarado and doing a bunch of concrete construction work all in Texas and in the Midwest. He's heading up all these big jobs and these big concrete plants and wind turbines and a whole bunch of stuff. So he said, hey, what do we got to do to get a live spot on Pushing the Cushion so I can get some guys to come work for me? So I'll post all the details, but Kyle Buffington, good dude, great dude, especially to have at Chili Bowl because he's enormous and you don't need to take a jack down to the hot pit because he'll just one-hand it up. He is
proven
hiring
that a few times over.
Yeah, he is hiring. Again, it's called Industrial Energy Solutions. I'll put a bunch of information on there. He is officially the first sponsor we have here at Pushing the Cushion. And, he's hiring. And if you are looking to make a change and are looking for some work in the construction field, mostly for some skilled concrete stuff, I'll have his information up here to get in touch with him. He's looking like right away. He called me last week from Minnesota. He's like, I got to get going. I'll be in Texas next week. So they're looking for a foreman. They're looking for all sorts of different stuff. So we'll post that information. If you know anybody, get that out there. So, sponsors make the racing world go round. We have our first one. We're excited.
Yeah.
So thank you, Kyle.
That guy is he's larger than life too. Just his attitude and his determination, man. Like that guy, at the Chili Bowl, people forget a lot of times. Like we sit down in our cars and they get pushed to the chute, and all you needed was that guy standing behind you, yelling, "Coming through!" And I promise you, it was like Moses. Just the seas would part.
He takes it seriously too.
For
It's
sure.
like, hey man, here's your job. You push, and you're on lifting duty. You
Yeah.
know, and he's just good people to have. So
He
we met.
was.
I mean, him and his dad were just around at Chili Bowl, and
Yeah.
now we can't get rid of them, so it's great. So anyway, thanks to Kyle, and we'll get going on the rest of the stuff here. But I want to make sure I knock that out right away.
He's a great
I'll
dude.
get everybody that
But can we
information. So,
talk about the Big Country go-kart?
No,
Race
we don't have
again.
to.
Oh, you don't
He
have to?
came last year.
Oh.
We had a big K1 Speed in Arlington event. Corby won by technicality because we got the fastest
Whoa,
go-karts.
hold on.
I run second, and I'm still pretty salty about that.
Bates was there. Wesley was there. Some
a
of Big
good
Country and his
crew.
guys. Yeah, it was some
Yeah.
good racing, and
It was
yeah.
good. So Big Country's a stock car guy up in Minnesota
Yep.
too. So, unfortunately, I don't think we're ever going to be able to jam him into a sprint car or midget.
We got him in one at the shop. He was we're gonna need the A-frame cut back and definitely a taller seat.
Yeah, need an 88 42 car
Oh
to get
yeah.
in, and yeah. But anyway, he's a good dude. I was bummed he's got to go back home before the race down in Kennedale this weekend. But anyway, he's good people. So
So once again, thank you, Kyle. Thank you. I really do appreciate that.
yeah,
It's huge.
yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, Kennedale this weekend. Unfortunately,
had-
last weekend got rained out everywhere.
I know.
You had the chance
Um,
to dump Corby to win that go-kart extravaganza.
I just don't. I mean, the girl he was flirting with to get the fast
There
go
was no
kart would have probably
flirting. That was
black
not at
flagged
all.
me and put
Well,
him back on. Gave him his spot back. I had to find a way to make it clean. Then I think somebody broke or spot. I think Big Country broke.
I think so.
And
I think
like
that was the big
they
caution that we had.
dropped all the cart speed to like idle, and Corby got 4 car lengths on me, and I could never make it back up.
No, tell the whole
Anyway,
story.
whatever.
I knew it was
Posted
about
an
to go green. I knew it was, so I brake checked Jimmy
whatever.
really hard.
Yeah, whatever.
Capped him.
Anyway. Yeah,
if I
so
remember right, you were so hurt about that whole thing, Jim, that you wouldn't even take a podium picture.
He took a
I
podium
took
picture.
the
He
damn
wouldn't
podium
smile.
picture.
Wesley
I was not gonna
Wesley
smile.
stuck it on the box too. Wesley was smiling.
Yeah.
His
but,
daughter, remember we bet Wes's daughter, JC Lee, in they would only put her in a junior cart, and she ran pretty close lap times. She was within like a half second of winning like $200.
hmm Yep.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was a good time.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, unfortunately the rain got the 2 305 shows in town last week.
That's a major bummer for RPM, man. That's 2 in a row.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yep.
We gotta
Hate that for Kevin.
that sucks. And Waco got rained out Friday. A couple guys did go up to Lawton. I didn't get a chance to see. I saw Devin Diebrich took a page out of the old Corby Sherb notebook and knocked out a front end on an infield tractor tire. Gave himself a little bit more work for this week. I didn't see who won. I was in Miami with my new friends at Formula One.
Let's talk
Like your
about
golf
that.
buddies?
You had an exciting weekend while Corby and I were drubbing it up at, just a
We had a
old
good weekend
NASCAR
too,
race.
man. It was good. It was my
We're
first
gonna get to
NASCAR
that.
experience. But yeah, Jim, and I think that we've started a new thing that we can do, even if it's just like not anything live. Like we can do, what is it, corn dog testing? What is
Oh, yeah.
the best corn dog in the country?
I was a little hopped up on Heinekens and espresso martinis up in the swanky lounge area, and
Wait, I want to
we
get
made
to
our
that too.
we made our way down
That's
to
how
the
ADD works.
slums. Yeah, we made our way down to the slums of General Admission and had myself a $25 corn dog, and I was feeling good and wanted to compare it to my absolute favorite, which is the ones at Kennedale Speedway Park. So we do have a video. I might post that this week.
Oh, there's
Maybe
no
side-
mic.
I think this could
maybe
be a
side
really
by
good
side.
thing.
I was we were feeling good. It was hot.
There's no mic.
It was-
It's gonna be posted, and
It was really warm.
You scalded the dog shit out of your mouth to the point that your sister I'm assuming it was your sister that was recording,
Yeah.
was laughing at you, and then
Yeah.
went in for a second scalding bite.
Yeah. It was not a bad corn dog. It was just $25, and I was trying to get my money's worth before it cooled off,
Well,
So,
you accomplished that.
Yeah, but anyway, so my sister is wildly impressive marketing and business genius. So we were red carpet guests of a couple companies down there in Austin for the swanky suites and everything. That $25 on that corn dog is the only money I spent all weekend, which was fun. Just really not my crowd at all. Just to be shake and grin with TikTok influencers
F1,
I'd
that's
never
just
heard of.
crazy stuff. Just how fast these cars are at this point. It's not even just the tire technology, just the technology in general. The amount that they can do and adjust remotely.
Yeah, we got to go on the pit road in between on
What do they
Saturday.
call that, Corby? The paddock
Yeah, the
The
paddock.
paddock. We
Yeah,
were
the
in
paddock.
the paddock club.
Yeah,
at expensive
Um,
race events. There's
it's
no
paddock
pit. It's
yeah,
the
it's the
paddock.
paddock. Yeah, we should call it Kennedale's paddock. Because my mom's got the catering in the paddock
for sure.
done up in my trailer. But yeah, so we got to walk the pit road, and it was the Chili Bowl on steroids because people were just clogging it up while mechanics were trying to push cars back to their spot and waving people out, and there's delusional
needed Big
people out
Country.
in La La Land. They could have used Big Country, and just people are there to take Instagram photos and be seen and do anything besides enjoy the actual racing. So, but it was a
So
good,
did
fun
the
experience. I'm glad we went, but yeah, no,
did
I'll
did the
take a
vice
Saturday night at Kennedale Speedway Park anytime.
did the vice president of sales for TikTok, did he ask you about the Pushing the Cushion TikTok page? We have like
No,
75 followers at this point.
yeah,
I figured we were well onto his radar.
yeah. Well, maybe we'll be invited there next year as influencers, because
Yeah, for sure.
apparently I was with very famous internet people, and I just didn't know because I'm not in that scene.
Because you're Jim Gardner and
Um,
you would rather.
I was
Let's-
locked in
Let's be
on the
real,
Delta.
because none of those influencers had a stagger tape in their pocket, so you
true.
just could care less about it.
Yeah, and but
So
no, it was
I saw the videos and pictures that you sent or that you posted, and I can't imagine that there was anywhere on that property that you didn't have access to. You were wearing 3 different lanyards, and from what I
Yeah.
could see, you had at least 2 bracelets or wristbands on.
yeah.
I don't know what that got you into, but
We just were in different suite. The Paddock Club was like the ultra high rollers.
A lot more
of,
money than
like,
any of us.
The dude,
oh,
bro.
those were
Yeah.
expensive bracelets
But,
too.
like,
They
so
weren't the
that's
little
where we
wax
were.
paper bracelets.
Yeah, we were in this Paddock Club because we were guests of this company that was a global partner of Formula One. So like they have billboards across the front straightaway, and it was like just catered food everywhere, Heineken's everywhere, champagne everywhere, like bathroom attendants in these bathroom. Like it was way too nice. I was a fish out of water for sure. And we'd like go out onto the balcony and look down at all the peasants, and we're sitting right over the top of the main straightaway. Jacqueline actually got to do the pit grid walk like right before the sprint, down there 10 minutes before. She sent me a picture of her with like F1 team bosses and Patrick Dempsey and all this other stuff. And then so everybody watches the getaway, and then cars go by 2 laps, and then you turn around and the whole place is empty because they're back inside having cocktails and talking about the stock market and business to business engagement and all this other stuff that if I actually cared about, I'd probably be a lot further along in my racing career than I am now. But I don't know. Just it is what it is. They could throw
Nobody
a
was
red
talking to
flag on
you.
that deal on lap 4 and nobody would notice because
Right.
they're already not caring about the cars. But it was a big festival, big vibe. Miami's super cool. I enjoyed it. I'm excited about Kennedale though this weekend. Get me back where I belong.
Yeah, we had a good weekend though. I mean, it wasn't
Jim's
as
taking it
Yeah, I was
extravagant as
TMS.
yeah, it was cool. It was actually my first NASCAR experience. Not a lot of people know
I didn't
that,
know
but
that going in. I just
man,
because
like
Corby's the
Did
guy
Kevin
that's into every
Rutherford have
track.
cool
Rutherford.
wristbands and
No,
lanyards
man,
and
but we
credentials
had
for you?
Janice sitting at the gate who would just wave us through. It was like Rutherford told her who was coming in.
Rutherford didn't even have sleeves. Like he was vibe NASCAR.
Suns out,
vibing.
guns out for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was super cool just because, like, I'll be honest, like, I just can't like get into the whole like NASCAR fan stuff and go sit in the stands. I've had a couple opportunities to go, just never did. And Rutherford called us and said that he's got a spot, and then Kerbo explained to me that it's caged in, and it was like the most perfect thing. I think we were outnumbered by kids to adults, but it was like a whole cage and like no one could get to us. It was beautiful. Me and Brooklyn got to go and enjoy it and hang out with Kerbo, and like always, me and Kerbo got to people watch, and sat
Nobody
back
asked for
and
Corby's autograph. He was in heaven. He could just be a
no.
normal guy.
Yeah, it was cool. Ryder LaPlante actually stopped by. We'll get to that story a little bit later, but it was cool. You know, NASCAR is great too. NASCAR is kind of the same thing. You know, like once the races get going, man, it's like I hate to say it, but like just super vanilla. Like just this is what it is. It's
That's what
hard
it's
to keep
become.
track. And then they'll have a couple
The
cautions there at the end, and then the racing gets really good.
the thing I kept going through my head was at Formula One was like how incredible of salesmen everybody in that industry has to be to sell a grossly inferior motorsports product
Hmm.
so much better than everybody else. Like
Right.
if a tenth of these people would go to Chili Bowl, what how big would that explode? And
Right.
NASCAR is just kind of the same way. Like how have these people sold this as a fantastic entertainment event?
Right.
You know? So anyway,
It's fun. I mean, live it's fun, but it's fun. It's
it,
fun for reasons. I hate
not
to say
racing
this.
reasons.
Yeah, I
Correct.
agree.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, and that was
yeah,
Formula
it's a
One.
big
It might
deal.
as well, it was no different than I'm sure the people that went to the Kentucky Derby on Saturday. For me, just people are there, and it's a marketplace for people to get together. But it's not actually about the cars and the racing, and that's okay. Not everybody's obsessed with stagger and
I agree, and
bar
Nobody
split
gets
and
staggered.
sprint
tire
car
pressures.
racing
So,
sprint car racing is just so grassroots, and I was super excited that TMS for the dirt track. Thursday it was kind of weak on the fans. Saturday night it was huge. They had a ton of people walk over there and go watch the dirt track because it's where a lot of these people come from. Even if they were just little kids in go-karts on dirt, dirt will never, I don't think, lose its jazz of the excitement that you have, because they'll run 40 laps and they'll be passing the whole way. Like you can watch from the front to the back. There's someone doing something. I was excited. And I guess a Texan ended up winning it, so that's always good. Had Aaron
I don't even
Reitzel
know
winning on
who.
Saturday night.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the big race.
Oh,
So,
He
okay.
lost me too, but I see how
jumping
Oh, I
all
was
over the
jumping
place.
back
switched
to
it
sprint
around.
cars and just how it.
Well,
Yeah.
the Thursday night show, I know they dodged the weather. The
Yeah.
track was real locked down and heavy the whole time, and Kyle Larson, swept the night,
The
which is
Kyle
not
Larson
shocking. But I
things.
I
Who
saw
gives it?
highlights from Saturday, and it was wide and slick to the
Hmm.
fence and really rowdy, and um, put on a really good show. And that place has got a lot of potential. It's still the whole high limit events, both this one and the one in the fall. They're trying really hard to make it a big time event feel with the high limit series. It's just not gotten there yet. It's still gonna take a couple years to build up some events around it, um, to make them really work. But
High
at least
limit high
I'm glad
limits
to hear
on
the crowd was
NASCAR
good.
weekend is really cool. I that's one of my favorite events because you've got so many captive people that are camping and stuff, and then High Limits does something really cool that when the feature's over, they just open the pits and people from the front stretch just kind of flood in. And I love interacting with people, and um, for a lot of people, that's the first opportunity they ever have to to see a sprint car up close, ask questions. There were a lot of questions. Um,
Um,
all
did
of
they
that stuff's
pull the
great.
dueling pianos in on the semi truck again?
They were on the infield. I saw them on the infield. I saw clips. I didn't see them. I
Why were
didn't
they
see
doing it in the
them.
infield?
No, on the infield of the TMS race. They did not come through. Well, we didn't go Saturday night.
We got a little hung up. We got a little hung up. The chairs were calling our names.
They
Rutherford was too nice.
they
He put a TV down there for us, and then that was it. We didn't have
oh
to move.
boy,
We didn't have to
yeah.
move.
They bring a flatbed trailer of dueling
I forgot
pianos
about
through the
that till you
pits.
just said
That was a
that.
big pit party a couple of
I got
years
a
ago.
video of that
Uh,
somewhere.
yeah, it is one of the cool, like most innovative things I'd seen at the racetrack in a while. I was pretty impressed by that. So
That was a TMS like stage type trailer too. Like that was
yeah, just an
it was
open
a
flatbed trailer. Had two dueling piano bars. Got like you'd see at whatever those places are called.
Pete's Piano
There's one in
Pete's
Bars.
Piano
Addison.
Bar.
Pete's, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they were played for an hour and a half or whatever after the pits there a couple years ago.
Way cooler than
Um,
us.
yeah. So that's cool. What else? What
Brian
you guys were on the
Brian Demus
backstretch?
said that the stands were pretty full Saturday
Good.
night. We were
Good.
like Corby said, we got hung up, so we were using a hot spot out there too. So we were delayed at times, and the race was on, but we weren't glued to it. We were having a good
Right.
time.
Yeah, that's good. That's
No, it was
important.
cool.
That's
It was
Rutherford
good.
left Corby in charge.
Yeah, that's I don't know. It's the same as riders' parents. I still don't understand why they ever gave me rights to their kid for a week at the Chili Bowl. But
I was surprised he stayed the weekend because he didn't race Saturday after
no,
his cross on
he
Thursday,
yeah,
right?
he ended up going home, and then he had a day where he was gonna take his sister with his girlfriend, and they were gonna go like Dallas Aquarium and stuff, and then they ended up going to the mall, and then they heard some viral ice cream that they got to go spend like $140 on ice cream.
We got a side note. We got served liquor infused ice cream and some sweet, and my sister thought it was awesome. I was like, this is
All right,
We
we're
didn't
gonna
have
have to
those
start
options.
separating
beer.
stories.
I think she's got a picture of it, but yeah, the weirdest, wildest stuff, all topped in caviar, which I like scraped off. 'Cause I'm not that rowdy, but there's some weird stuff down there in Miami. I was like, where are the chicken wings
Yeah, it's
not at
and the
F1
corn
races.
and the corn dogs?
not Kennedale. Like they're waiting for us at Kennedale this weekend.
But yeah,
I know this is probably a dumb question, but I saw that you had on an F1 hat. I'm assuming you didn't have to buy that. They
no,
have
it says
stacks of them in the
Salesforce on the
suites.
side too. Yeah. I forgot to pack a hat, and Jacqueline's like, somebody's gonna give you something. And I was like, all right, this will work. So they gave me like portable phone chargers, and there was
Way higher end than us.
free stuff, swag all over the place.
We got Corby. What did we get? It's koozies.
Yeah, we got koozies.
team-
Rutherford, Team Rutherford.
Rutherford
team koozies.
koozies.
All
Yeah.
right, I would,
And they came in clutch. Trust me, we put some mileage on them.
that Salesforce hat probably found its way to a trash can at the Miami airport yesterday morning. So, I would take a Rutherford team koozie. Maybe I'll get one Saturday.
Nah, he did. He like always. The Rutherford and his family, his wife and his kids are just great people, and it was cool. I'm happy that I got to go and experience my first NASCAR race with them, and sadly, Kerbo was there the whole time, and so I had to deal with him.
I want to hear.
Yeah,
did you guys say a school car got crashed?
So after the O'Reilly race,
Okay.
Saturday, I guess should we give a little bit of background? The first time that I ever actually met Jim was working for the Richard Petty group, giving rides.
Driving
and
experience.
Sorry,
Say it with a
I
little
knew it.
respect.
Okay, there it is. So literally he was strapped in. They buttered me up and sent me through the passenger side window of a car, and for a driving experience around the Speedway. So Jim's got a lot of background with driving experiences. Also, Kevin Rutherford used for 8 or 9 years drove for the Team Texas driving experience that's based at Texas Motor Speedway.
Yeah.
So after the O'Reilly race, we thought they were all done, and you can hear even over just generators and people talking, you can hear when a car fires up, and you really didn't expect it. They did the customary stuff after the race. They brought the blowers, jet dryers, and sweepers, and clear the track and all that stuff. So then we heard a couple of cars fire up, and we were on the backstretch, but closer to turn 2, and all of a sudden, these four Team Texas ride-along cars came out of turn 2. And did they make a full lap, Corby?
I don't think so. I think they lit her up coming off too.
So
Gotta warm those tires up, boys.
There was only 4 of them, and 3 of them took each other out. The retired Tony Stewart car made it through the melee and made a full lap, but the other 3, they sat there for a while. Like nobody, I don't think they knew what to do. No, like passengers weren't getting out, drivers weren't getting out. Tow trucks were kind of slow to get over there because nobody was expecting.
Because you're not supposed to crash school cars.
No. So we were all laughing about it. Rutherford was laughing about it.
Man,
and I would have lost a bet. I would have guaranteed you that we would never see those cars again all weekend. But they were gone for about 45 minutes or an hour. Sure as hell, they came back. Now
Those
They were
tickets are
dialed.
sold, baby.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
getting these rides
dialed
in.
down. Yeah.
Yo,
They were dialed
no.
down.
They
That
put
shit
some they
was-
put some good scuffed tires on there and pulled the restrictor plates back.
Man,
there was
we
no
went-
different chip on those things when they
So-
Look
came
at
back
this,
out.
guys. Y'all are crazy. Like Lucas, the one and only Lucas. We live, baby.
Lucas Sherb.
I saw him. I
He
told
must
him
have had
anytime he wants to
absolutely
drive
nothing
that
else going on.
51 car, he's more than welcome to it if his kids give him a weekend off from baseball. So
Right.
now he's got to be locked in and support me. But yeah. So the school cars, man, you can't be crashing school cars with passengers in them.
It was a jaw-dropping moment. Like, there's no way that this is happening. And like Kerbo said, it wasn't just like one guy lighting it up and spinning them out. You know, they kind of. I mean, they're not like nose to tail, but they're close enough. Not too close. I think that they could have
you're
made
close
moves.
enough, so you don't want to get too close because you'll
Crash.
you'll damage you'll damage the windshields, the
Mhm.
tear offs on the windshields. You know, will just take a beating, and those are expensive. And so, but
That was the
but
least.
if the closer you can
the worries.
the closer you can run to people, the more it feels like you're going faster because you
Mhm.
can run up on them. You can kind of do some different stuff, and there's more to the experience. So there's like a good middle ground to be in. But God, that's some
They were-
nightmare fuel, man.
Now
when
they
came back out, they were probably 2-ish car lengths, maybe 2.5 or 3 from each other. And I didn't see. I think Corby saw a little bit more of the wreck than I did. I heard the tire squealing just kind of subconsciously, and I looked over there and I just saw like one spinning toward the outside wall, one of them spinning to the inside wall, and the other one kind of following one of the
We'll
others.
go with the leader guy in second. You know, got up underneath him, pulled his air away, and lit it up coming off turn 2. And it was bad.
It flattens out over there. I mean, it's dicey
For sure.
You know, the last day
the
I've
truck
ever
race-
given
the truck race-
rides.
The truck race had 2 cautions in the first like 3 laps. But that series had a difficult time getting in and out of 2.
Yeah. Jeez.
But
That's-
that's for sure
I got-
one of the highlights of my experience the first NASCAR race.
Dude, I bet there were some terrified people in the cars and out of the cars.
Oh, it's
on
wild.
that
You know,
day.
like you say, these
Jeez.
dudes are just paying to honestly like get like a decent lap around Texas Motor Speedway, and then they got you talk about getting a whole experience. That was all of the experience that you would want.
That's awesome.
They definitely got the experience. It was great.
There was
for us.
probably a couple
I
of
have no
drivers that got
best
let go.
position.
Jeez.
Yeah, they were
All
probably
right.
pulling people out of the stands. Like, you think you can drive this thing
Oh yeah.
better
Yeah,
than these
and
guys?
look, I know that and everybody who sees me in the power rankings probably knows you don't have to be too much of a damn race car driver to be hired at the Richard Petty driving experience back in the day.
Well, I know a damn race driver when I see one.
Well,
See?
they weren't in there.
Anyway, all right.
It was,
What else
it was
we
a
got?
good time though. We took
we
a
got
bunch
we
of
got
sausage out there.
a
got
new
some
little
steak.
thing that you're going to try out this weekend. You want to talk about it now, or are we going to save that for the end of the show?
No. Okay. So, yes. So
I
let
think
me
it'd be a good
see.
time right
I
about
don't
middle
know how
point.
I can post it here. Is the issue?
I'm
How
trying to
can I
figure
do
out why
this?
some comments we can see through the app or the website that we use, and some we can't.
This is the beauty of live TV here.
We
Um,
live, baby.
I don't think I can post it. I think I can only play drops. All right,
Click
whatever.
on.
So
Can't you bring up Lucas's? How'd you do that last weekend? Can't you-
yes. The chat. Yeah.
Well, just the his
Yeah.
comment. There it is.
Yeah.
5 minutes ago. He's gone
Okay.
by now.
All right, we're gonna need everybody's kind of help. So, some with the power ranking stuff. I want to host. I'm like into fantasy sport. Like I run our
You're
Chili Bowl pool and our Tulsa
glutton for
Shootout pool.
punishment.
I was Kerbo's official betting consultant for years because he would make the worst football bets I've ever seen in my life.
Alabama by 51.
Yeah, exactly. And Kerbo, so I enjoy I want to try to figure out how to get fans in on the action. So I've got a pool set up for really simple. Pick 4 drivers from four levels, 4 groups, and we're going to take the lowest score, lowest combined feature finish score, and we're going to give somebody a prize. What are we going to give them, Kerbo? I don't think we ever settled. We're going to give hats away.
Since we're just releasing breaking info,
yeah.
We have the Where's Corby Pushing the Cushion shirts on Stomp and Steer. Jim's not happy about it. We had
Where's that come from, Kerbo? Why would you need a shirt that says?
Everywhere that I go, people want to know where you're at. Hey man, it's good to see you. Where's Corby? Who cares?
Anyway, so
I didn't hear it once this weekend because he got out of Wise County 2 races at the Speedway.
There will be prizes. It'll either be Pushing the Cushion hats. I will buy some pit passes for people. Yeah, I'll figure something out. But we want to do a little fantasy game. I'm going to try posting it just to the page right now, but you might have to get off the live to go see it. Well, that's probably not a good idea.
Well, that's a hell of an idea, Jim. All we want is for people to join the live.
It's real simple. Jimmy will post it. You click on the link, and if you have ever signed up for a TSS race, it is the exact same style to a T. Your name, everything is every TSS race you ever signed up for. It's the exact same.
Okay. Enter here. Like and share. Let's get some juice going this weekend.
Yeah, there's
prizes will be announced.
Yeah, there's
a shirt and a hat. Let's do a shirt and a hat that nobody wants.
Shirt and a hat. All right.
You got your local guys, your heavy hitters. You always got some wild cards. We got some outsiders coming in.
Yeah, so I've broken it up, and it's live on there with a link to it, to the entry form. So I've broken the Kennedale put out a pre-entry list. It's 48 drivers. I've broken them up into what I miss.
Lucas, Sherb's doing Sherb shit. They all want to know where Corby is, but I bet I'm still waiting for Kerbo to come push me. This is why. This is why.
Okay. This is why we need it to be live.
Worst idea ever.
This is why we need it to be live.
All right, so there's 48 drivers pre-entered, and I've broken them into 4 groups, kind of based on a little off power rankings and kind of just tried to make something interesting. So there are 4 groups. Group number 1 is the Juggernauts, and that is the top 12 essentially in the power rankings. You pick one of them, and they're your horse for the night. Group number 2 are the Contenders. They are guys we know who have run well, had good starts to the season.
Let's name them off. Everybody's going to see them when they click when they leave the live to click on your link. Anyway.
Okay. In group number 1, and these are by car number.
First one, Jeb Gardner.
The Contenders?
No, these are the Juggernauts. Jeb Sessoms, Colby Stubblefield, Carson Bolden, John Ricketts, Kevin Rutherford, Charlie. I should know how to say his last name.
Dime. Yep.
Landon Valenzuela, Braxton Uyghur.
It shouldn't be this hard.
Lance Christie, DJ Estes, Claude Estes, and Kyle Jones. That's group number 1. Choose your horse.
That. Hit the Estes group against each other.
That's right.
Making them choose.
They won't be talking to each other in their trailers all night. We're hoping to get a free Pushing the Cushion hat. Group number 2, Contenders. Now, this is kind of the second tier of the power rankings. Guys off to a pretty good start. Marcus Thomas, Justin Zimmerman, Charlie Harmon, Landon Thompson, Robert Byram, Thomas Johnson, Devin Diebrich, Chad Wilson, Cody Price, Colby Estes, Weston Gorham, and Jordan Roop are the Contender group.
I didn't hear your name in the Juggernaut.
Well, here we go. Group number 3, the absolute wild cards. Jeff Day Jr.
Wait, hold on. Does that wild cards? Does that mean like these guys potentially just ruin somebody's night?
It could mean whatever you think it should mean. Yeah, we could haul ass. We could be 2 seconds off the pace. That's what the wild cards are. I did both of them my first race. So, Jeff Day Jr., Jacob Gamola. Is that how you say that?
I believe
from
so. We'll go
Pennsylvania.
with that.
Brandon Poppy, Caitlin Dixon, Jason Wilson, Caden Clement, Joseph Casper, Mike White, Logan Hoskins, yours truly, Kenny Venable, Caden Cole, Michael Day, and Dakota Marshall. That is the biggest group, 14 guys. So the absolute wild cards. Pick one of
So-
us. And I'll see your picks, and if you pick against me, I'll know, and I hold grudges.
So
Turbo and
I'd
Corby
pick
already
Caden,
sent in
I'd
their
pick
picks.
Caden Cole over you.
Neither of them picked me.
Caden Cole owes me a left rear from like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 years ago. They borrowed a left rear. I was like, dude, just keep it.
so Jim was testing this out, texting us earlier today, and he finally got it ironed out. So Corby and I clicked on it. We made our picks, and Jim wouldn't talk to us for about 4 hours. Well, he said some choice words.
Something about
us
he doesn't
we're
even
no
what he couldn't even
friends.
carry my helmet bag or something like that.
Yeah.
So-
Anyway, so I'm taking the group 3 picks very personally. So that's group 3. Group 4 are the invaders. These are guys first race out this season, or I just don't have any information on them. Guys like Austin Mundy, Christopher Townsend, Cameron Verricchio, David May, Chase Brewer is coming out of the woodwork.
Chase
on,
Brewer,
this
the
weekend.
2-5.
Levi Clement, Steve McMacken, Tyler LaPointe, Ryan Paget, and Bradley Ivy are guys I have no data on. So they are the invaders.
And how's the point system?
The points are very easy.
I doubt that. But
It is
hit me with it.
No, because you concern me. You're going to pick one from each group,
I'm
and
trying to
wherever
think
the
that.
finishing feature positions are, that's their score. Add them up, and the lowest score wins. Pretty straightforward. Anybody that's a do not qualify gets a score of 30. Right, so if they start
You're
20
out.
cars or 24
done.
cars, we don't know what really the format is for this weekend yet. So I wanted there to be a little penalty. You know, if a guy crashes and gets scored last, I didn't want him to only be 1 point better than somebody who didn't make the show. Right. So anyway, all the do not qualifies are going to get a score of 30. Other than that, you're going to get just your sum of your finishing positions. And I have a spreadsheet that is populating on the answers, and it will be pretty immediate after the checkered flag Saturday night. I'll run it in the trailer, and I'll get it posted so we know who the winner is. And then the only other thing that's going to go on with the contest is a driver to select. You could pick one of the 48 on who's going to set quick time, and that will be worth 3 points. So a little tiebreaker there. So
I know Dylan, man. That's bum. That's a super bummer.
yeah,
What do you say?
yeah.
Dylan Ramey talking about
he's-
he hasn't even got to race yet.
he's run one show, running the top 10, and is mired in the muck of the power rankings. So
Man,
still
it's
early
tough.
in the season.
I'll say it again, man. I just really don't know that there's many non-locals that can do it at Kennedale, and I know that it's off of qualifying times, which I think is how any race like this should be. And it matters big time where we start in heat races at Kennedale. But man, you got Chad Wilson, Jeb, John, Bolden can go good anytime. Kyle Jones,
Brewer.
of course. Brewer can surprise. He's not going to surprise anyone. Brewer's always fast.
I was about to say, like, there's not going to be a ton
Landon
of surprises.
Thompson, Charlie Harmon showed a lot of speed lately. Hannah Venezuela has been really good. I don't think that we're going to have a surprise is what I'm saying. It's going to be someone that we've already been talking about this year, the same like DJ. And I'll say this on air, I stole it away from Claude Estes the first year. He got tangled up with a lapper of all things, and I took the lead that way. But it's going to be tough, and then the quick time is going to matter. I think one, it's paying money this year, and it's
there's good contingency money. There's I think $500 to set quick time, $500 to win the dash, which also starts you on the front row, which also pays $100 per lap to lead. Which the Push and the Cushion podcast is sponsoring lap number 1, the only lap that matters.
You can't. What is it? Is it which way is it? You can win it on the first lap, or you can.
Yeah.
You can not
Exactly.
win it on
You
the
can
first
win
lap.
$100 and
There
probably
you
get
go.
interviewed next week.
For sure.
So we won't interview the actual winner who takes home $8,900, but we'll see who leads lap 1. Have a run there for-
Chad Wilson deserves a good run this weekend. He had a little bit of a
He's been
whoopsie-daisy
doing
last
dad
year.
things the last few weeks.
Oh,
That'd be
Ryder,
something. That
breaking
would
news.
be something if we saw the gold 88 pulling the pit gates.
Well, unfortunately, you weren't on the pre-entry list, so nobody can pick you. So everybody's gonna be rooting against you for their picks. But we'll see. I hope you make it. I hope you're feeling better, man. That was a
Yeah,
big spill
he took a big
Thursday
one, you
night.
know. He's just had some luck that's just chased him down. It's just been kind of dumb stuff from thinks he cut down a right front and ran into the wall and then broke a power steering line. And then this weekend, they think that they had a wing malfunction going into turn 3. And we didn't really talk about it. TMS is fast, super fast.
Especially
That
Thursday.
That car just took flight. I've watched that replay as probably 30 times. I was helping Ryder that was helping as I get, but don't look at me like that, Corby.
You were on the 9/16. Had them in your back pocket.
I had it, flashlight. But we had discussed internally that we thought that the top wing had kind of blown apart or partially blown apart and altered the attitude of the car drastically. But then after the race and people started coming by and solidifying that theory, I think everybody is kind of assuming that's what happened at the absolute fastest part of the racetrack at the end of the back straightaway.
And sadly, it's stuff that you got to chase, and you got to be able to dig yourself out of those dumb things that happen. And some of the stuff's in your control. The majority of it's not in your control, and I hate it for Ryder to go down like that. But
I mean, a wing blown apart is
luckily
nightmare fuel.
Oh, for sure. And luckily he was able to stand up and walk away. He's got a really cool bruise up his right arm. It's cool. It's one of those cool ones that you take pictures of and you save it forever.
All right.
Inside of one of his knees has got a deep bruise. I mean, he hit the catch fence.
He hit a ton.
He hit the wall.
A ton.
Then he hit the catch fence. I know he was shook up. We were all kind of shook up. It was rough.
Yeah.
But he didn't catch on fire. So it's, I guess in terms of wrecks,
look at the positives right now.
He's moving up. No, it's not the pushing the cushion luck. Bad luck. That's all bullshit.
Oh, man.
Corby, you should have never said anything.
The curse strikes again.
The Corby.
Ryder's battling right now, and that's what it takes. It just takes, you got to be hungry and be able to go home and debrief and understand that these things just happen. You have no control over it, and live to fight another day. You can spin out on a restart going into turn 1. You can, first race at Kennedale this year. You can do that.
What? We gotta keep bringing that. That was a month ago.
You can
Everybody relax.
You can clobber an infield tractor tire. I did it. I'll call myself that. I remember the first time I started up front in a feature. No, the first time I ever started up front in a feature at Kennedale, Chipper Wood actually started to the inside of me. We went to turn 3, and he slid up in front of me, and it was going to be like my first big moment that I could throw a big slider going into turn 3, and I dorked it. Spun out in front of the entire field. I think I took out the entire Estes family. First lap of the feature. Just sit there like, cool, man.
Yeah. They will bury you, man. You better watch it around those boys.
Like I said, man, Claude deserves it too, and DJ's been going really good. Colby can surprise anyone, and Rutherford's he's always super fast. It's just gonna take that person who is gonna be real big on qualifying. And it could
I wonder what they're gonna do about format. I wish they were a little bit more transparent about what's gonna happen.
We'll see.
I guess I could run my own racetrack and I'd have all the answers too. But we are doing some sort of qualifying. Qualifying pays $500, which is great, but hopefully it matters in the format too.
Right.
I would love to see my favorite format. The passing points they've run so far down there this year has been pretty good. I think it's pretty fair. Passing points has got its flaws. But by and large, it's a pretty fair, time efficient format. I'm in for it. If you're going to take the time to qualify, I'd love qualifying to matter all the way through. Reward the guys for taking fast cars to the racetrack. Probably my favorite format is the old All-Star format, which is what we run in Indiana a lot. Back in the day, you basically qualify in a group where you just qualify, then invert 4, and then take top 2 to the redraw. That way the invert is far enough back that you won't sandbag, and you have to make your way back into the redraw. So hopefully something good and productive like that. I hate kind of the gamesmanship that sometimes comes with these formats. I really don't want them to invert 6 and have people, purposely try to qualify 20th to start on the front row of a heat race.
Right. Or
So
vice versa, you put someone, Marcus, Chad, someone who knows that they have to make passes in this heat race, and it just gets way too aggressive.
and that's essentially what they do at the Knoxville Nationals. If you set quick time in the Knoxville Nationals, you start 8th or 10th,
Right.
And the difference there is that qualifying on your own pays 200 points, and your heat race, a win pays 100 points. So it's
Yeah.
more emphatic to still bring a fast car on your own, and
Right.
but then anything you can get in a heat race is even more important,
Right.
But qualifying is still important. What I don't like seeing is, hey, you qualified, great. Let's bury you the rest of the night,
Yeah.
because that kind of defeats the purpose. Unless you're going home with $500. So, we'll
Or
see.
$100
But yeah,
lap leader.
lap money. Yeah. So, like I said, I would like for all tracks to post their formats, and have it readily available, just as a side. But certainly on these big paying shows, I would like to see what that is. So maybe they'll post it later in the week. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe we'll force them into posting it.
Right. Well, I texted them yesterday. I was like, "Hey, post. I got something I want to do with the entry list. Will you please let me know what it is?" So I was nagging them, but
That's not out of the ordinary.
Who'd have guessed
zip
that?
it, Kerbo. Okay, moving on.
Jim
What
Gardner
else you
be the
guys
guy
got?
on the TMS page saying why we don't promote more of the dirt track stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Same thing.
Oh yeah. Been there.
Promoting LS Fest.
Swap
Something
meet.
instead of swap meets. Great. Super. That'll help.
And I'm sure you
What
got
do
a
I know?
response, right?
No, because I knew I was right. Anyway, what else we got, Kerbo? What's on the run sheet you didn't email us today?
The Excel
I didn't
spreadsheet?
email you a run sheet because we don't do run sheets. We're just sending it. Corby always makes fun of run sheets.
Well, and now we get to this point, 47 minutes in, we're like, oh, what are we going to talk about now?
I got a question. So after, it's a poll, I guess. After Saturday night's race at TMS, I swung through Sonic, and this is my question: are handicap spots at Sonic the same as handicap spots like anywhere else, the grocery store, at a place that you don't get out of? Nagging
T-shirts are
Nancy.
coming, Jordan. I don't know why they have handicap spots at Sonic.
Corby?
That seems like something you would care about. That 99% of the
I only asked
population.
because I swung into one.
Would you get a foot-long chili cheese, Coney?
I didn't know.
Oh.
What did I get? I think I just got a hamburger.
No, did you stick protein only, no carbs?
Strawberry nerd slushy.
The fact that you know that.
Those are good.
So y'all both agree.
I've never even thought about having one of those ever in my life.
So y'all
nice
thought
and refreshing.
The fact that y'all agree with me is that you think that a handicap spot at a place like Sonic is just a mere formality, like building code.
Probably.
So like I'm not going to hell for swinging into the handicap
spot.
Oh,
you parked in it?
Oh yeah, of course.
I didn't. Well, define park. I was sitting in it, waiting on them to bring out my meal.
Park. Was it in park?
Hour.
Was the truck in park?
Fair enough.
It was.
It's park.
I thought I made that clear.
I tune you out most of the time.
All right.
Try to keep up with the outlaws here in Pennsylvania.
Second part of my question. What about handicap stalls at a
They're
place
the
like
Cadillacs. They're the Cadillacs, buddy.
Buc-ee's?
Stretch
That's what
out.
I'm asking.
Oh, dude, that's the one. If you can cruise in and know that you're not going to be like the problem if someone who really needs that
Wheels in.
needs to cruise in, because then you're that guy.
Well, and that's what I'm asking. Does that make me the
Pull
asshole? 'Cause
bars,
that's
they got the
first
whole
one that I
deal.
think of.
You can even
They-
like undercut the pull bars. Like if you're really in the zone, that's the move. Take it straight to the handicap.
I didn't have Corby's power squeeze tips on the run sheet today.
Power squeeze.
God, the handicap porta potty
Mark that.
is a game changer.
It is.
So
It is.
just for volume of air inside,
For sure.
hot, when it's
Oh yeah,
hot.
it's not
I'm
like
telling y'all,
It's not the sweat lodge.
the pink porta
Corby has
pots at
dipped in it.
Abilene in midsummer are just gruesome.
I'll tell you where I saw no porta potties. Formula One.
Didn't need them.
They had those fancy
Well,
trailers.
not where you were at, Jim.
Oh, I'm sure they were on the other side with all the peasants. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah,
do
we
you
had
think-
bathroom attendants in the suites that I was at, which is wild ass.
Bathroom attendant.
Which is just so awkward. I don't need you to help me turn the faucet on.
There's probably some guys in this world that believe they need that. I
Did
did,
you
so
tip
I
him?
understand what you're saying. I went to a MotoGP race at COTA in Austin.
This
we
is
had-
why it surprises me that Corby had never been to NASCAR, because he's
No,
been
well,
everywhere.
we got free passes to go, and we got to go down in the paddock, and Colin Edwards got us in there, and it was cool. I actually saw Mark Marquez become the youngest MotoGP Premier winner. He beat Freddie Spencer, a Texan actually, who held that record forever, probably since like the late 80s. But it's just so different, and I understand like these MotoGP guys are kind of like the NASCAR guys. Like I understand that they are just that much farther advanced as a racer, but the technology that goes into this, let alone what or how they treat these people who have sweet tickets and can sit up there is wild. And that's not me. Like I didn't show up to the racetrack in a suit and tie because I'm just a normal person.
Yeah.
I'm sure that, I mean, I know that Jim,
No,
but
you're not.
No, Jim, you know, you can tie ties and all that stuff because you used to be a teacher and you used to have to pull that
So-
off all the time, right?
I'm
You had to
cultured.
tie
Yeah.
Tony Stewart's tie for the
That's right.
NHRA
Yeah, right.
banquet 3 years ago.
But you
Hey,
go
run,
to the
run down to Tony's room. He needs help. Tony Stewart
Tony-
need my help for.
Tony who? Stewart?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But
Wait,
that's
hold
how
on
some
a
of these
second.
people show up for the race, and like Jimmy said, they have nothing to do with the race or to watch the race or to care about why
Yeah,
these
it's-
people are
it's-
there.
It could have been.
Did you tip him, Jim?
The bathroom attendant?
Yeah.
The first time. And then I got
I
the
don't know
hell
what
out
the
of it.
etiquette-
Like,
I
and then
don't
I
know what
just
the
like
etiquette
hold
is.
it. And you know what? I don't have to pee.
Looking for a
just
tree
don't-
around the corner or something like a normal
Because
person.
there was,
Yeah, right.
'cause there was a guy that made it all
Yeah, I
awkward.
just
Would you like a
and it-
towel?
as a rule of thumb, if there's a bathroom attendant on scene, it's not my scene. I'm out. I'm there at the behest of somebody
Kind of like
else.
Band-Aids. What if the bathroom attendant had Band-Aids?
They probably do.
You were probably in the wrong
I'm out.
bathroom.
There's not one of our listeners is like, yep, bathroom attendants.
Well,
No,
Jordan just responded to the handicap stall, said you got to walk out dragging a leg. But I can tell you, Jim, there's not an absolute chance in hell that whatever you tipped that dude was even on his radar compared to what everybody else was tipping.
Oh yeah. He's like,
The
oh, here's
bathroom
a
attendant that
5.
night.
Great. I was sitting there thinking, damn,
What am I supposed to do with this?
I don't have any
You think
singles
You think $5 is going to pay my rent in
in South Beach. Yeah, it was the whole weekend. I was just like, this is not my scene at all.
It's just
I don't
different.
know.
It's like I say, we went to
Corby,
MotoGP.
do you have a favorite type of stall? I mean, not stall, porta potty.
See, this is why I would like for you to send us a run sheet so that
No.
I can
This is
I
why
could
we don't send run sheets.
I could axe these plans and be like, come over.
At anything,
It's
any
also
place,
why we're doing it live, so you
any
can't
place
dip
but
it.
the Chili Bowl, because there's too many guys who go to the racetrack and expect to be able to eat chili cheese fries and then get in a race car and act like it's no problem. And you go to the Chili Bowl and there's 3 stalls and there's 47 urinals.
Chili Bowl's bad, dude. Man,
Dude,
we should.
It is.
I just came up with a great business idea. We should rent 10 porta potties, private, right outside the big back door.
I bet you could charge them $0.25 a pop, and they would be lined up.
I'll tell you how they do it in Formula One. Give me $100. Here's a wristband for the week. Come on in and drop anchor whenever you need to.
I got a bag of wristbands.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, that's what we should do. Just rope it off right there by the push-off chute and have 20 porta potties. You would.
Just
next thing you know, you've been standing in line for 20 minutes now, and I mean it is beyond game time, and some dude sitting in there with some church shoes on, just chilling like there isn't a line outside. That's the worst. That's the worst.
It's 4:15. Hot laps are at 4:30.
You hear him in there watching TikToks and shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, campers. That's what I call them. Can't stand a good camper.
Just chill. You look under, you see like penny loafers.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Jim, is that you?
No. There was that year at Chili Bowl I had to wear flip-flops everywhere because my feet were so chopped up and cut up. You remember that year? God.
I'm laughing because I've seen your feet. I would wear flip-flops anywhere.
I went to Sam's or something. I bought like a whole pack of socks for Chili Bowl week, and I didn't wash them. Like I picked them up on the way to the Sherb shop, and I put them on for practice day. And by the end of the day, my feet were roasted, blistered everywhere. Like I could not walk. I'm walking on the sides of my feet all weekend. And finally, I just went and bought like a pair of $12 flip-flops, and that was just what I wore, like down the ramp. And
man, I'll say this:
that was awful.
I would know, but
on porta potties.
Well, like we're hung up on the Chili Bowl right now. I would buy a new pair of shoes every year we went there because you were going to put some miles in. I don't care if you're there to race. I mean, we're not all Kyle Larson and can cruise our motorhome inside. Like you are going to walk.
Yeah.
I would always. And then Jim, you went with the new socks. Terrible mistake.
Yeah, dude, those
that'll never happen again.
Those Chili Bowl bathrooms, those things give me so much anxiety.
It's
Everything
bad. It's
about
terrible.
those things sucks.
And you know what? They'll have more people there next year, and the next year,
it's great.
and the next year.
Everybody heard I got a midget, so
I'm
putting the asses in seats.
That's what
Wednesday night at Chili Bowl.
Where are you at power rankings right now?
50. Well, let's make it official. Let me get the let me drop that spreadsheet and bring up another one.
Spreadsheet after spreadsheet. Spreadsheets on spreadsheets.
Let me scroll down. 53rd.
53rd.
I'm gonna make moves this weekend though.
What happens if you pull off a win? Like, is that gonna automatically to the top 10?
Oh, we'll have to see what the math does because the math doesn't care. The math is about results only. It's what we're at here at Pushing the Cushion.
It's like MX plus B equals Y is the line that you just crossed.
Formula for slope. So,
there it is.
Anyway,
the slope of the line that you just crossed.
So did I just hear we're gonna rent Pushing the Cushion? We'll have a vendor spot set up.
We might
in the event center, and just the no table, just a Pushing the Cushion banner with porta potties.
We'll make more money than the Hans do.
3-minute time limit. You can't get it done in 3 minutes. You got other problems.
Somebody out there with a stopwatch.
No penny loafers.
No, absolutely no church shoes. None.
Oh man.
What about flip-flops? Flip-flops get you straight to the front of the line.
Yeah, because my boy Danny Essex, I promise you Danny's gonna wear flip-flops one day to there.
Essex?
Oh yeah, it'll be 4 degrees outside, and this dude cruises in 2 cases of beer. Oh man, he's not that, but I promise you he'll show up in flip-flops.
Yeah.
Jim,
No,
Lucas said if you'll meet his list, he'll go back to the Chili Bowl.
yeah, I'll find him a spike. Mine is very much not a spike. So anyway,
There you go.
Ah.
Gina said you can start at shootout.
yeah, shootout's probably. I mean, the Tulsa Expo Center is probably the only sporting event on the planet where the women's restroom doesn't have a line out of it and the men's does.
For sure.
Porta
I don't
potty
know what
alley.
I've never asked
Cushion
Gina what the
porta-potty
female
alley.
bathroom situation is there.
We've never dabbled in that. We've never dabbled in this on live either. and here we
Yeah,
are.
not just it's never been discussed.
I
'cause
agree.
It shouldn't have been. I don't even know how we got here. I was just trying to have a contest for the weekend at Kennedale, try to get some people involved.
I'm gonna start calling it the Tulip Bowl experience.
Jim,
Yeah. Oh, we got a
Jim,
couple more entries here. I'm going to see if they picked against me
of course
right
they
quick.
did.
How many people are you gonna line up? Cut the infield through turn three.
slap the
just
shit
jump
I'm
out
out.
going to wear my yellow gloves, and that way they can see the finger. They picked against me.
Oh man,
I'm going to let them know.
it'd be cool, man. It's been this race
I'm
has
looking
been a
forward
really
to it.
big deal. It'd be exciting. I like I said,
Ricketts chose violence today. Okay, I see you, John.
Attaboy Ricketts.
it'll be cool to see. Like I said, I would be super impressed if a non-local can show up and do this. But you never know. I mean, sprint car racing. You have no idea.
You'll say that, and Carney came out and hammered
agree.
everybody last year in what everybody told me was a good race, because I was back in the pits fuming around trying to work on Jeb's car to get it to roll back in the trailer. But I think and Ryder LaPlante ran second last year, right?
In what?
Mm-mm.
In the big Kennedale show.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. Ryder,
Did
you
he
still
not?
on?
Ryder and Jeb got together
Yeah, but
up front. I could have swore it was
Carney's not
Carney then Jeb.
He's not loaded in. He might be winning race cars.
Yeah.
Hold on.
They said somebody's coming from El Paso, but I didn't see it. It's certainly not him. I don't know. I don't know if there's 360 shows out there or whatever, but I am in agreement that it's probably going to be a name that we expect up front, probably from the Juggernaut list, but you also can't rule out Chad and Marcus. So
I mean, let's be real. The only I think I'm safe in saying this. The only reason that they're not in the Juggernaut
is they haven't raced.
is because they haven't raced.
Yeah, it's a participation thing, but I wasn't going to sit there and like pick and choose who's going in what group, and that's not my jam. I just grabbed whatever the computer said and let it eat. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't trying to pack them all in, but get a good spread and get a good virtue.
Did it pain you? Did it pain you that you weren't on the Juggernaut list, or like how does that work internally?
No, I'm very self-aware of what I am.
Great mechanic, wildly mediocre sprint car driver who can pull off something
right.
out of nowhere.
That's right. So we hopefully just qualify in well and stay out of trouble and have a good show and just enjoy it and have some fun.
Qualifying is going to be big.
That's
I
the
promise
whole
you.
reason we're going. Wanting to be a small part of a big event.
For
I'm
sure.
glad they're putting on this big event, just the same way as Speed Week, which I'm probably not going to run. But just because I don't feel like I have a shot to win doesn't mean I'm not going to go and not try to supportive and be part of the big event. That's the whole reason we do this. Push yourself.
Jim starts every week so positive when he texts Corby and I about show prep and show ideas, and then we shit on it, and it depresses him. Like live. Yeah. What do you ask us? You asked us what, yesterday or the day before? Just what went on, because you checked out for the weekend. Just what went on. What are we going to talk about? And you instantly regretted that.
Yeah. The group text is more wheels off than this was just saying something.
one of the topics that one of us brought up is whether or not you had ever thought about eating a burrito sideways. Corby came up with that question.
I hear there's
I don't
people
know
who do
where he
it
comes
now.
up with these. They're so outlandish, but it does. When
Has
he
he ever
asked me,
thought
he's like,
about that?
"You
Has
ever tried
anyone
to eat
ever
a
thought
burrito
about that?
sideways?"
You take a burrito like a normal person and turn it sideways and try to eat it. It's like eating a Subway sandwich from the center.
No.
It has never crossed my
Why are
mind.
we? How did we get here? What am I doing with my life?
Where have I gone so wrong?
I should just
I
go
don't think it
inside,
would
hang
be
out with
good
my
like that.
wife.
Are
Feel
you
sorry
gonna
for-
post? Are you gonna post the video, or one of us gonna have to post the video? The corn dog. Did you ever answer the question? Where did it rate? I know you did on the video.
the
but did
buzzed
you-
up corn dog video? I think I gave it like a mid 8. I said, if Kennedale's corn dog is a perfect 10, which it is, and it's like it always is. If they could get the track prep as consistently good as that, but I think the corn dogs, I think the Kennedale corn dogs are perfect. They don't need condiments. They don't need mustard, ketchup. Like they're $2. This one I had was 25, and it didn't wildly impress me. So I don't know. We'll post it. Maybe I'll make one, before the B main on, or maybe after the B main on Saturday. We'll
Let's
post
take it out of the
what?
heat racing. You got to
Corn
worry
dog-
about that B main. These B mains,
Yeah.
every year these B mains have been wild.
Yeah.
This is a B main you do
So-
not want to be in.
Oh yeah. So, but yeah, we've got it in the bag for content, but we'll see.
So you're
I
gonna
need
post
I need
it.
one. I need to probably do one about Kennedale first to give it some context.
Nah, you've already
I
got
don't know.
this one fresh out
I'm
of the
probably
bag.
overthinking it.
It amazes me that you rate every corn dog based on Kennedale's corn dog.
I'm telling you, you can't
You're
find
probably
a better
starting wars with people who just swear the Devil's Bowl's food was that much better.
one. Nah.
I'll tell you what.
No. It just
Speaking of
whose corn
starting
dog
wars,
was up there? Roy Upshaw's of Taco Casa fame. He had handmade
I was
ones in
about
the
to
shop
bring
one
that up.
night that he just kind of came out with. He's like, "Here, by the way, I just made these."
He just
from
disappeared for a
scratch.
half hour. We were building Jeff's car. Like, Roy's there, Roy's gone, right? And he comes
He must
down
have
with
went
a
home.
tray
Of corn dogs.
Tray of
And
corn
they were
dogs.
good.
And they
They were really, really good.
solid.
Yeah.
I don't know what
I'll just
brand,
shoot
I don't
everyone
know
in the
what.
foot. I've never been a corn dog person. Never.
Well, I don't like how down south here they call them corny dogs. That's just sounds weird. Like it's
Listen,
no.
don't come down here and try to
And
change our ways. Nobody likes
I'll leave
that.
my up north Yankee.
Nobody likes an ungrateful guest.
Yeah,
okay?
and I'm not going to the Texas State Fair because again, it doesn't feel like my scene to just walk around and eat
You mean
fried
Texan?
foods. Yeah, but no, it just doesn't feel
no.
like it's something I'm going to do with my time. But I'm
It's
sure that
expensive.
there are not corn dogs there that are better than Kennedale's. And yeah, I'm trying to get preferential treatment on maybe a
Kennedale?
Maybe like a cool draw,
maybe a scoring debate on in the B main on Saturday. Kennedale's like, you know what, that guy takes care of us. So we'll see.
Corn dog talk. Join us for corny dog talk.
Corny
We'll
dog.
call it corny dogs. All right. We're going to wrap this up. The Outlaws are about to push off for the main event.
Yep,
Did we already miss the LCQ?
Yeah. Yep.
Spencer Baston starting 20th. I guess they've got some heaters.
You're ahead of me. Yeah, they're out in PA this week. Posse versus Outlaws.
Always a good week for that.
Yeah. I had no idea they were racing tonight. I've been out of the loop for.
You were at
not
F1.
firing on
You
all
had
cylinders for 7
restroom
days.
attendance and
Hey,
stuff.
Before
Yeah,
we leave, did you buy anything, Jim? Did you get any swag?
a $25 corn dog. Or yeah,
No, you didn't. You didn't go buy a.
I literally
Mercedes hat or anything?
between. No, you want to know why? Guess what a Mercedes-Benz hat costs?
I've heard. I've
I
heard
can
that
only
they're like.
imagine.
It started with a
$125.
1 and it had 3 digits, and that's when I moved it on. Like a
I know you can line.
a crew,
Go ahead, Corby.
like a crew team polo, right? Or like a crew team T-shirt, that had TikTok and CrowdStrike and all these companies you never heard of on it, right? $235 for like the Aston Martin team T-shirt.
Did you ask him to square up?
Yeah, right. Like,
What is
and it
that,
was
that
cheap.
shirt? That shirt cost what?
$6.
$9 to make.
$12.
Yeah. And so like, and the Red
That's
Bull ones were
crazy
more
to me.
expensive. And if it was like a polo, it was $350. And everybody there is wearing something. It was nuts. Jacqueline got like a cool event polo that was still too expensive, but it's nice, you know. And she doesn't have, you know,
Jim
a
Gardner
closet
stuff.
full of Corby Sherb shirts. No, Jacqueline's got some old Jim Gardner shirts that I made, but you know, I've got some. You know, if you ain't a Corby Sherb fan, you ain't shit shirts and stuff
Those are
like
good.
that I
Those
much
are good
rather
ones.
wear than
Now it's
the
where's Corby at?
Are you?
the
Are you gonna
Aston
order a
Martin
Where's Corby?
Aramco Formula One team.
Are you gonna order?
Crappy green.
You gonna order a Where's Corby shirt, Jim?
No.
Not a supporter anymore.
Probably not. I did
Lost
wear
him.
my I did wear my light blue Emery LaPlante shirt down in Miami to fit the vibe.
We saw
just let him know.
Ryder's
down
younger
there.
sister. We saw
Yeah,
her.
Ems
this
was
week.
there
I
this
would say
weekend.
little sister, but she's gotten tall. But she came Saturday after the race,
so
hung out for a while.
Yeah, it was like the one race tee I own that's not black. So, yeah.
Bobby Bottle Service said corny dog talk's making him hungry.
He's probably up with his baby. Bob, he was sending me hot Kentucky Derby picks all day Friday and Saturday. He's like, "Oh, this guy's scratched, so you need to go win place or show with this." And I was in Florida and I couldn't make any wagers.
I saw something.
That was a hell of a race, though.
The winner.
That
I saw
final
something
kick.
in print that how many started? 20? Like every horse that started was a descendant of Secretariat in some way.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's
you
crazy.
see the one bucked the jockey off, like getting into the gates and had to scratch. But then the winner came from like 17th on the final stretch. It was pretty cool. So there's a cool video on
TikTok
online that was like a split screen of the race and then a camera on the trainer, and the trainer kind of sees what's going to happen before everybody else around her does, and gets all jacked up, and it was super cool. I love watching. There's nothing better than a good like animated crew guy on the ramp that's just living and dying with every spot
Like
that his guys want to
keep
get.
digging
that guy?
Like
Yeah, the keep digging guy. Yeah. You know, just seeing
seeing
people pump their fists and wave their hats when their guy makes a pass for ninth or something like that. You know,
oh, for sure.
It's fun seeing the support system. You know, it's cool seeing those. I love those videos.
We need to do a PTC Keep Digging shirt.
No, we do not.
Now you're talking.
No,
Finally,
not.
With
it took
Slim
an
on the
hour
back
and
with a
12 minutes
shovel.
for you to say. 72 minutes into this thing, you finally come up with something productive.
Why don't you? Hey, this
Plug
week,
the
why don't
headset
you
in.
send me? Why don't you send me about 7 renditions of Slim with a shovel and just make him fatter every single time?
And the shovel gets smaller.
Yeah. Why don't you do that, Tim? Would that make you feel better about nobody picking you this weekend? You can just have at it. Just make Slim as big as you want. Big Slim, little shovel.
Oh, that was a treat too. Whenever we was coming up with Slim pushing shirts, and Jimmy had to redo it like maybe 112 times. Kurt Road, no, don't like that. Nope, don't like that one. Nope, definitely not. Nope.
Finally, I saw the trend, and I was like, "What in the hell? Why is Slim getting bigger, and the four-wheeler's getting smaller? You assholes!"
Oh man,
my cat's wanting to go in.
We should do one too.
He's digging at me.
There was this one time talking about four-wheelers and them getting smaller. You know, when we were in a caution for a long time before the start of a race at Kennedale, and then I finally look up and see Wesley McNorton hand pushing the quad off the racetrack. Could do one of just Wesley pushing it off the racetrack.
I told y'all from day one, if I ever have some sort of a four-wheeler accident on the track, I'm going to fall down onto the dirt and I'm going to flop around, and then I'm just going to be still. And all of those people laughing at I'm not moving until the ambulance comes. I want all those
Well,
people laughing at me
What happened?
to feel
Well,
bad.
that was the last time that 4-wheeler ever went to the racetrack because
Yeah,
Wesley refused to take it. He's like, nope, take it out. I ain't helping. Take it out.
Wesley
Find
would
somebody
have
else.
rather hand pushed me like Jimmy had to do the last race I ran. Well,
No, he
real
didn't.
quick, Kerbo, let's just touch on this. What would happen if you got stuck in the mud?
I'd just wait it out. That was the only option. What am
You're
I
just
gonna do?
there.
I'm not gonna
We
get
took-
out and dredge through mud deep enough to stick a 4-wheeler. I'll just wait till it dries out.
We took Bates to that midget race at TMS, and he didn't put any fuel in his 4-wheeler. Left me out there for hot laps on the front stretch with it. I had to get shoved off by those like makeshift cool things that Powerhouse got,
yeah.
the SUV side by side old 74.
Buicks,
Yeah,
like a mix
they,
between like a Buick and a
they look like
Jeep and-
El Caminos.
Yeah,
with,
right.
They are
wrecker
pretty
hooks on the
cool.
back. Yeah, he had to push me off all the way back to our trailer so I could put fuel in the damn. That's how our year got started.
Well,
But
that's still not as bad as becoming a meme at Boyd about when you're when the
shout
starter
out
goes
Kevin
out.
LaPlante.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That thing comes
that was
around
awesome.
about every year.
Oh, it's awesome.
That's pretty
All
funny.
right.
All right.
I think we
All
can
right,
call
let's
it a
watch
night.
this main event.
Yep, let's get ready for
Are
Kennedale
we
this
all
weekend.
going? Are we all, Corby, are you in? I'm going to put you on the spot. Are you in for Saturday night?
Ah, man, I'm pretty busy this
Are
weekend.
you doing past champions events and season ticket holder handshake lines and autographs?
Here
and
we go.
I'll tell you what, if
Stuff
you
like
don't
that?
show up Saturday night, we're changing the Where's Corby shirt to Where's Corby? Not here.
I might
I'll
need.
be-
Not ever.
I think I need a sprint car frame picked up, so I might need one of y'all to bring a truck.
Kerbo's got
I'm going to
that.
have a truck with a
Kerbo's got
4-wheeler.
that. I'll meet you out there, Kerbo. I'll meet you at the racetrack.
No, you won't.
Set $5 a gallon fuel. I'm gonna need somebody to drive a truck out there that can take a sprint car frame home. So,
Kerbo's got you.
Somebody
all right.
will chime in.
But all right, let's
All right,
watch this
well,
main event. Thanks
we
for
appreciate
watching, everybody, and
but-
listening. Please share the contest this weekend with your family, your fans, everything like that, and just try
It'd be a
to
good time.
Hashtag
bragging rights.
get
vote for
everybody
Jim
get a little
Gardner.
skin in the game. Yeah, run your mouth a little bit on the page, and let's call our shots, and let's try to get some people involved here.
I agree.
Well, Jim and I'll see everybody Saturday night.
Yeah,
When
Corby
we'll all
will
just
talk
make
about
Corby feel like
We'll
shit.
see. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see.
it. All right,
see
see
what
you,
we do.
Everybody,
boys.
thanks for
Enjoy the
joining
race.
us. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you for listening to the Pushing the Cushion podcast. I'm sorry that it was a complete waste of your time. Maybe Corby and Slim will actually learn how to make an interesting podcast before the next one. Who am I kidding? I don't get paid enough for this. We'll see you next time.